So we have a slight issue. The slight issue is this number will never stop increasing because we're running this every 100 milliseconds, 10 times a second. This number is getting larger and larger and larger. How do we stop this set interval? Well, we might want to stop it at some point. So the opposite of set interval is to clear the interval. And again, it's part of how this works. It's part of JavaScript. And we can see here that we have a set interval. We also have a clear interval as well to stop that. So just to give you an example of how this works, I'm going to go into my set interval code and I'm just going to open it up. And what I want to do is stop this after, say, 10 on every single one. So if round brackets, curly brackets, if the number is bigger than 10, then I want to stop this. So in my curly brackets, only if it's bigger than 10, I want to clear this interval. And in round brackets, which interval do I want to stop? Because this could be a few different intervals going on here. There could be a randomized interval, there could be something completely different. Here, what I want to stop is the add interval. So this, I want to stop this whole thing basically. So this is stopping all of this code from here to here. So now what I'll see is if I go back to my page, we'll see this stop at 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it stops. Now notice it's not 10, it's bigger than 10. And the reason for that is it's 10 or bigger, not exactly 10. If I want it to be exactly 10, I need an equals in here as well. So bigger or equals to 10. So now what I'll see is this is downtown space L. So 10 letters in here. Now, of course, I don't want to stop it at 10 because it might be 12 or 15 characters or 20 characters. How do I stop this at exactly the right endpoint? Well, the right endpoint isn't this check. It's basically when this tag's content is exactly equal to the original content. So I know they match completely. So instead, what I'm going to do here is remove num is bigger or equal to 10. And instead, I'm going to check if original content, which is this thing up here, is now doubly equal to the tag's inner HTML. So now I need to do a definite check to see if this original content matches up to the new content. So now what I'll see is if I go back, when this runs, this will look like it did before, but it will stop at the end and not kind of keep going off into outer space. So now what I've done is added a check. I've checked to see if I've finally finished my set interval. And the reason for this is it's really important if we're trying to run this again, if we scroll up and down the page, we might want to set this from the start again. So the way that we stop this loop happening is using clear interval.